Welcome to Ag on Wheels, where we find ourselves in Steele, Missouri on this was rainy but still windy day.
It is.
And we are going to talk all about soybean harvest this time and some of the challenges that you faced.
That's right, and boy, it's been a stressful one.
Can't wait to hear about it and show you guys at home. Let's go.
Let's go.
For those watching at home who may not be familiar with the soybean harvest process, give us a little insight into that.
So what we're looking for is all the leaves to fall off of the plant, of course, first, and basically the plant to desiccate. And then the granary looks for 13% moisture. So if you come in over that, they dock you, you'll lose some money. So we start looking for 13% moisture in the beans, and then when they get to that point, we get the combines in the field. And so basically the combine header gathers the crop, it runs through the machine and threshes the plant and cleans it up, and all you have left is a soybean in the bin.
So tell us a little bit about the weather that we experienced today with the rain. Does that affect the moisture of a soybean during harvest or how much it weighs?
Yes, it will. So the moisture will now go up a little bit. We'll have to wait a few days. But since we haven't had a lot of rain this year, our moisture's been really low, like 8–9%. So this may actually help us get our moisture back up to that 13 level that we're looking for.
Well, you're welcome again for bringing the rain. I do what I can. Once all the soybeans have been harvested, what is the next step?
So basically next step, it leaves the grain cart, goes into an 18-wheeler, and we head to the river. So we'll deliver to a grain elevator at the river, and they'll either store it in a grain tank there, or it'll go to a barge and typically go south down the river.
And what are these soybeans that you're growing? What are they used for? Give some people at home some examples.
Probably primarily soybean oil. They'll go to a crusher, and the soybean oil is used to make cooking oil. That's probably primary reason.
I think a lot of misconception with farming is that you plant the seed and the plant grows, you harvest, and you make your money. But there's so many more steps to that. Tell me a little bit about the products that you use and the changes that you've seen in your yield from doing so.
Primarily for yield enhancement and plant health, we'll use fungicide on the farm. And Mirvis Top has been our choice for the last, I guess, 3 or 4 years now. Prior to that, we used a product called Quadris Top, and then a couple other different fungicides. But we've seen better seed quality and better yield out of Mirvis Top than we have some of the other products we've used in the past.
Not everyone may know what the purpose of a fungicide is, so tell us a little bit about that.
Sure, so we start using fungicides for more of like a preventative measure on the farm. So we're trying to prevent a disease from coming into the plant. Some of the benefits you get from using a fungicide up front is a preventative measure. You'll get a better seed quality, not so much shriveled seed or seed stain. The seed will just look better in general, and then it increases the yield by having maybe a larger seed size or just that healthier plant.
So basically what you're telling me is that Mirvis Top has improved your seed health or your plant health, which means your plant is built tougher and you're getting a better deal with a better yield.
That's correct.
That's right. Okay, so it's obviously raining, which means I brought the rain here. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. We needed a break. We've been literally harvesting since we started. We have nonstop harvested because we have not had a rain in well over a month and a half here.
And now I'm putting you to work by being in an interview.
That's right. I was going to go home, take a nap, but...
Well, that actually leads me to my next question. So you mentioned harvesting. What are some of the challenges that you faced while you're harvesting?
So this year, our 2 biggest, I'll say 3 biggest challenges. One, the Mississippi River is at one of its lowest points. I think 1992 was the last time it was this low So what we're running into is the granaries can't load barges, and they can only load partial barges, and we're delivering faster than they can offload to the river. So actually Friday to Saturday of this week, they will stop taking soybeans at the river. I'd say another challenge, we did have some high winds come through that knocked my rice crop on the ground, flat on the ground.
You can do it.
We can do it. We'll get it.
So we're here at the grain elevator at the Mississippi River. Tell us a little bit about it.
Correct. So this is Viserian grain. This is where we deliver a lot of our soybeans and corn to. So they have two large grain tanks here that are almost full due to the Mississippi River behind us being so low this year. They can't load their barges out to full capacity, so it's kind of slowing up, you know, the supply chain of the soybeans.
Which in turn affects you, the farmer.
It does. If we don't have enough storage, we pretty much have to stop.
You said that you've seen the Mississippi River at a historic high, and now you're seeing it at a historic low.
That's true. I've seen it to the point where there was water in these grain bins, and then I've seen it as low as it is today.
Throughout all your years of harvest, I want to know, and I'm sure those at home want to know as well, what has been the biggest challenge?
Weather is always a big challenge, equipment breakdown. It just seems like there's always something that's got a farmer's back against the wall. You know, this year we had high winds and down rice. We've got a low river and can't load barges. There's always something, never nothing.
Yet you selflessly give in order to feed and provide for the world and for your family as well.
That's right.
And so no matter how far your back is pushed up against that wall, people in agriculture just keep going.
They do. We have to.
Michael, thank you so much for opening up your operation, not only a couple months ago, but fast forward to today and being so open with the challenges that you face throughout the whole duration of plant to harvest. And I really hope that you being so open is really giving those at home who aren't familiar with agriculture a better insight of just what it takes to provide for the world. So,
oh, you're very welcome, and you are welcome back anytime.
You better be careful what you say. I'll stop by anytime. Thank you guys for watching, and where will I be next? Only God knows. We'll see you guys. God bless.